What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Tasty Tuesday on Tasty Loot Gaming, the show where we talk about gaming news. My name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
And a quick reminder, you have 1 week left for our show, but after that week, you can still keep playing them for a couple days. But Plus Club is coming up this week, and we got Steep and Portal Knights both offer free on PlayStation Plus. Make sure to download those, play those, and talk to us at the end of the week on Plus Club. Let us know what you thought of those games. We'll let you know what we thought of those games. And our game of the month randomly picked is Stardew Valley, which is a farming game. I was about to say simulator, but there's more charm to it. More
slice of life.
Yeah, it's an interesting game. Play that. We'll be talking about that at the end of this week as well for game of the month. We also have a Discord link down below. Talk to us anytime, all the time. I just created a new section of the Discord for Cyberpunk 2077. So if you want to get in there, talk to us about some new info, drop some links, give us your opinion, do that. And we're on iTunes, Spotify, and other podcast platforms if you'd prefer to listen to us. And if you're listening to us and you want to check us out on YouTube, we film every episode at Tasty Loot Gaming. All right, so all that aside, we are kind of playing catch-up in this episode. Obviously, Tasty Tuesday, we talk about gaming news, but Mortal Kombat 11 had a big reveal. We have not been able to schedule it or have the time to make an extra episode to cover that. So we're going to be watching a video for the official gameplay reveal. I have not seen this still.
I've seen something. I don't know if it was this.
I've seen small little things on Twitter, like quick little GIFs and shit, but I've not watched a full video on it. So
yeah, I don't think I have either.
Yeah.
But no promises on that. I honestly don't know.
Yeah,
So.
I know the new character Garrus or whatever, and
Yeah,
a couple of stuff, but I still have not seen anything in action. I haven't seen any of the fatalities. So this will be brand new for me. I've been in the mindset of I gotta save this for an episode. I gotta save this for an episode, and it's never happened.
Everything these days, unless I just have a moment of I have to watch that now, and which just doesn't happen very often.
Yeah, I feel bad because Josh will randomly go to want to talk about something. I'm like, I haven't seen it yet. It's for the show.
He was talking today. Actually, he was trying to talk to me about Mortal Kombat. Something on. I was like, I haven't watched anything on it, man.
Yeah, it kind of sucks, but I also kind of like it because then we get a conversation all at once that we can share with people. So I want that authenticity. The other thing we're going to be watching, so this is kind of TLG Reacts on Tuesday. So is just dropped recently, Metro Exodus 10 minutes of gameplay. I know there's a couple 30-minute gameplay videos out there. We don't got time for that tonight, but I think this is via IGN, so we're going to see that. I'm really excited to see that because I love Metro. I love Metro, and I'm dying to see more on it. I'm dying to get my hands on this. When I opened up the video, I saw, the first 1 second of it, and I'm already fucking excited to watch it. So, with that, first video we're watching, not bit of news, Mortal Kombat 11. We're going to watch this, react to it, and talk about it. You ready?
Yes.
All right. 3, 2, 1, and go. Mumble rap? That looks fucking good.
Yeah, it does.
Mercy is wasted on those who defile Earthrealm.
Yeah, definitely have not seen this.
That looks better than the last one by a lot.
Ew.
That's fucked.
I feel like they're trying to push it again.
I'll take your bones clean.
The last ones are pretty fucked up.
No match for skill.
Some good animations, man. In the face.
Dude, this looks fucking good.
Yet again, Liu Kang, you've chosen the wrong destiny.
That's the new guy.
I will destroy our enemies before they destroy us.
Jim Raiden's looking kind of fucking scary.
He's tired of this shit, man.
The blood looks fucking good. The liquid aspect of it.
Oh, I have seen this though.
Ew. She's killed him with his own fucking blood.
Yeah, it's not over.
Oh, damn, that's fucking dope.
Damn, that's soon.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. That's actually really soon.
Oh, who's back? Yep.
Shao Kahn. pre-order to get him. What? How the fuck are you gonna do that?
You'll still be able to buy them. You just get them for pre-ordering, I'm sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's bloody and gory. Exactly what I expected. One thing I did not expect, though, is the game that already looked really great last iteration looks not even like a little better. It looks like a lot better to me. That looks like it could be on a next gen if they bump the like. It looks like it's high enough in graphics that they probably made a better looking game that on the next gen they could probably release it and still look like next gen game because it was really good looking.
No, that was a really good look. You know, man, Mortal Kombat just keeps showing. If the story is like this long, well done thing again, they just keep showing like they really kind of want to be the standard when it comes to buying an all-in-one fighting game.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I mean, it's cool. It's so funny because I remember growing up, I was definitely not. I loved Mortal Kombat 2, and after that, I just didn't care anymore for forever. Yep. Like they just were meh. And I ended up finding other fighting games I liked and stuff. And then after this more recent like reboot of the series, they just have really made it such an appealing game, and that just is more still impressive. I'm just kind of like trying to figure out how to word it, but I am thoroughly impressed. So
yeah, I'm super impressed with the graphics. The game looks like it plays really well. The mocapping is really fucking good.
Yeah.
The fatalities were dope as shit. That was a much better presentation than the first reveal we got.
Except for it still had shitty music.
Yeah, it was a little better though. It had a little bit of something going on with it. It wasn't fucking. All the characters are looking fucking dope.
Yeah.
Raiden's looking scary as shit. I'd like to see more on that Garrus guy. I know there's gameplay out there already though. They did a bunch of fights. So I should probably watch those as well. But yeah, for me, I'm buying this as soon as I can, which obviously is going to be what, March?
April.
March, or April, yeah. So yeah. Yeah, I'm still just kind of like really fucking like taking in what I saw because it's just so much more of a. I'm hoping they have everything that the last ones did though, like the amount of content. I know they will. I keep trying to think. Oh, the Sony Blade thing. Do you know about that? Mm-mm. So Sony Blade, Chris alluded to it a while ago, a couple weeks ago. He was saying that a bunch of the voice actors from Mortal Kombat haven't been contacted. And at the time I was like, that happens, no big deal. And then it was revealed that Ronda Rousey, who's an MMA fighter, I'm sure you know, she's playing Sonya Blade. So, and some people questioned it. People were acting like there was outrage. There wasn't. I went all over Twitter. People were just like, why? And people are like, oh, wait, why do you give a fuck? And they're like, well, just let people ask questions. Like, they're not even saying it's bad. They're just wondering. My problem with it was she's not a good actor. It's a fighting game or whatever, but like it still feels like a downgrade to me. But the reason I do think it's cool is because apparently she's been a Mortal Kombat fan since she was a kid. So that's awesome for her. And hopefully she does well. But people are saying like Sonya Blade doesn't look like Sonya Blade, which she doesn't anymore. But it's because they probably used her dots for facial mocapping, and then they probably built onto it. So it's going to be Ronda Rousey's face trying to look like Sonya Blade. And so a lot of people are saying stuff like that. But also, for me, I think it's a downgrade because if you're making a movie, why would you get worse actors? Yeah. Same thing with a video game. So, but other than that, I do think it's cool for her, and for anyone who's like a fan of her, it's pretty cool. So it's nothing anyone's really upset about, but it was an interesting thing.
No, for sure. I have mixed feelings on it myself. Yeah. Like you said, it is neat for her, and if she does a good job, awesome. But I always get kind of freaked out when they're like, we're bringing a celebrity in.
Yeah, that's my thing. Yeah, I was trying to talk to Josh about it, and he was very like, well, who gives a fuck? I'm like, well, a lot of people do. And he's like, well, it doesn't matter. Who cares? And I'm like, well, nobody's like upset, but like it's still worth questioning because it's an overall downgrade if you get a bad actor to do an acting job.
Sure, and I'm not judging it. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But like, I hate that she even said that he said that. I like imagine.
Well, yeah, I kind of dropped it when his mentality was that.
Having an entire cast of voice actors whose job is to do just that, and then you bring one celebrity in, and they have to play along with all the professionals.
100%.
They're not gonna fit.
And I was making a joke like, you're gonna bring in fucking Conor McGregor to play fucking Liu Kang or fucking Raiden or something.
Like that, then.
Well, then it'd be a joke, though.
It would.
You have all these people who've never acted who fight in real life. Well, that's cool. They fight in real life.
At least it'd be fucking consistent.
Yeah, exactly. That's my thing. I'm like, why are we downgrading one character though? So hopefully she does awesome.
No, hopefully.
You know, all she has to go is like, and then like say a couple lines or whatever. But she has a long track record of all the movies when she was really popular that she was in, she didn't do well in. So for me, I'm thinking, you know, movies, acting, stuff like that. It's a downgrade.
Sure. Well, you know, and some people are
But
a
it's a
little
video game too, so I
more
don't
in
give a
their
fuck that
element
much.
behind in a voice box than they are in
This is
behind
true.
a camera.
That's
So,
true. There's people who voice act really well, but like they don't have like the physical acting ability. So
For sure, and maybe it's a better place for it. And some people find passion in that. I mean, look at Mark Hamill, and I'm not saying
you
he's
know,
a bad actor.
no. I was actually, this is funny you're bringing him up, and not to interrupt you. I think Mark Hamill 100% is a better voice actor than he is an actor. Because he played Luke
and
Skywalker.
He said it a million times.
He's
he
fine.
loves it. He found kind of his calling in it. You know,
You just get way more out of him in a box than
Yeah.
you get on screen. He plays Luke Skywalker great, but that's what he plays. You see him in other movies, he's just kind of Mark Hamill.
He is Joker. Like
Yeah, but you're not getting that kind of performance. I've never seen him do that.
This is what I'm saying though. Like
Yeah.
you put him in a box, and like he's an amazing Joker.
Yeah.
Like
So, I mean, that's a great point, too. So, I thought it'd be worth bringing up because I know a lot of people were talking about it. Again, I want to reemphasize because we live in a time where people want to find a fight and fight about it. You know, no, I didn't find anybody who was upset about it. And I found a couple people who were trying to be dismissive about it. I'm like, let's talk about it. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, why do you got to be...
it's okay to talk.
Why do you got to be like, no, you don't agree with me. Shut the fuck up.
You can have conversations without getting mad at people.
I love disagreeing with people. I like finding out stuff about people like that. Yeah. So overall, I think we're both very impressed with this. I think we're both kind of on the same page about the Ronda Rousey thing.
Yeah, I think so.
It's cool in some ways, and we'll find out in other ways. And can't wait to play this. All the Mortal Kombats, or the last couple Mortal Kombats,
last two.
have been very good, like very good. So yeah, I can't wait to find out more about this game. Let us know in the comments, what do you think about Mortal Kombat 11? What do you think about the Ronda Rousey thing? What do you think about this trailer? What do you think about the gameplay? Is there a video that shows the best gameplay you've seen? Because when I was looking through the comments, we were like, oh, the blah 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 versus blah 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 fight was probably the best all-around video to watch if you want to see gameplay. So if you got that, let me know in the comments. What are you gonna say?
Who's your favorite character?
Who's your favorite character? Who are you most excited to revisit, or brand new character that you're excited for? Are you excited for Garrus? Let me know everything you think about when it comes to Mortal Kombat 11 in the comments right now. Second bit of news, and by news I mean a video we're going to look at, is 10 minutes of Metro Exodus gameplay. This is the third game in the series of Metro, and yeah, this one I think is going a little more open world, and seems to be following very closely the graphical prowess and visual fidelity that the last games have done as well. So before we watch it, I just want to say I love this game. I haven't even played it. I love it.
I visually love this game.
Yeah.
I won't play it.
It looks like this was in the daytime, though. There's plenty of daytime in the last games. They're just creepy.
I would say I watched you play a little bit of the last two games, and I was always like super impressed by the way they looked, especially in the animation department. There's not too many people who spend that kind of time detailing stuff that really isn't necessary, but definitely adds. So.
Yeah. Yeah, when and I know Call of Duty's sore spot for a lot of people. When Call of Duty first started, it was the guys who originally worked on Allied Assault with Medal of Honor, which was at the time one of the more like visually stunning set piece FPSs out there. Then they made Call of Duty up until, I don't know, around Modern Warfare, the first one, that people were still like really pumped about Call of Duty, like everybody was. And it's because they had that visual style and that storytelling that you weren't getting from other first-person shooters.
Right.
Then later they turned to Michael Bay fests, and then they went multiplayer. And we're like, okay, I guess these are multiplayer games now. So one thing that's kind of cool is Metro kind of, in my opinion, took that. They carried on that tradition of really good first-person storytelling, and now we see stuff like that in Wolfenstein, id games right now in general, yeah. Which is awesome because that's something I loved then and I fucking missed, and then Metro is the only thing that's really doing that anymore,
Right?
And then now id's doing it, so that's another reason why I love the Metro series and I can't wait to play this, is because first-person shooters. Everybody's going for that online shooter, which I can't complain. I like that. But, Wolfenstein 2 really reminded me how much I love a good story in, like, the closest perspective you can get in a fucking... The storytelling you get from first person is so intimate and so much details there that you can just really appreciate that they can't hide shit unless it's behind you.
To be a dead horse, single-player games are dead, dude.
Yeah, last year completely debunked that bullshit. With that, let's get into the video. 3, 2, 1, and go. So I say this a lot, but this looks really fucking good.
Honestly, it's so smooth. It's like butter.
Well, look at the gun.
Yeah.
Like the lighting and just every individual piece. Jamming's back. Okay. This is weird too, because you're like out in the wilderness, kind of out in the desert.
That echo went on for a while.
I am a little weirded out by why the enemies are so relaxed, but maybe they're just dumb, or maybe they're on easy or something.
Maybe they're kind of like pack animals. And
Yeah, maybe, because they're all up on the roof and shit too.
Yeah, they're just slow.
Well, I'm sure they put him in an early part of the game with, and they already got like upgraded guns and shit. He's got a scope on there, so they definitely hooked him up. Because the game's already started out with like a chintzy ass gun you got to build up.
Yeah.
Ooh, that fucking FPS though. Look how smooth that
I would
is.
say, when we were testing audio, had to hit play for a split second, got about 2 seconds of it, and instantly I saw the gun move left, and I was like, holy crap. Just in that for 2 seconds, man.
Oh, and the lighting's good. I love a game that it's like bright, but when you go into a building, it's dark for a second. Your eyes have to
Adjust.
Yeah.
I was going to say that the eye adjustment was one of those things they didn't have to add, but is appreciated. So,
Well, it adds to atmosphere.
yeah.
There's a sense of like mystery when you go into a dark doorway, and then it kind of adjusts, and then vice versa. You go outside, it's bright, and then you can see everything. That's kind of cool. Wonder where this is set. Unless they went south. Although if this is near where a bomb hit, it could have just obliterated everything.
I see shit like this, and I get really kind of irritated at AAA developers.
Yeah. That's why I want this series, like, they almost got to it, but I want this series to get mainstream and get noticed, because the quality's fucking there. And then you got companies like Bethesda not even hitting 50% of what this game is. This is more of a Fallout game than fucking 76.
Fucking blend in with the dirt, man.
You see how when he shoots, the smoke creates a circle in the air and then dissipates? Watch.
I saw it the first time.
Oh,
I saw it.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I think he's still wearing a mask too, because there was dust on the screen.
Yeah. Oh God, it's so dark. Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. Oh shit.
Okay, it smells good. There you go. No, it's on.
Oh, okay. Damn, that was really smooth, the transition.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I'd expect from like Battlefield, and Battlefield's AAA as fuck.
I can't hear you. Come in.
That smoke looks so good. This is a really petty thing, but I hate watching games journalism play video games. And I know it's always been a thing, but they're still not good. This guy's like, these enemies are like really slow moving, and he's standing there while they hit him.
And losing all his ammo.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, back up when they attack you. Like, why are you just like, okay, you gotta hit me, fuck it. It's like they just don't give a shit. And they might not, but why the fuck are they playing it then? I want someone enthusiastic to fucking play it and talk about it. I hope the stealth mechanics are as good as the last game. The first game, they were kind of meh, but the second one, they got really good, and when they did the Redux, they put them into it. Because it's nice to actually be able to sneak around.
Right.
But this is looking pretty open world, so...
I think it's funny that the door is open so far as interacted with.
You made a
According
mistake
to the way
coming
the door's
here.
shaped.
I surrender!
That was cool.
You used all of them.
It says it down there too at the bottom right. And now it's Sunny again. Ew. He fucking right up to the throat. That was fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Nice
Dick off.
stomach fucking shots. This is fucking hard to watch this guy play. Oh, he didn't just grab with his hands and go down like a lot of games. Can you draw it? What?
What the fuck?
Can you fucking drive vehicles? In the last ones, you can do like... You didn't actually drive them. You were just on a cart and you can start moving it back and forth.
Damn, on his forehead.
That's that detail, man. God, I hate their teeth.
Yeah.
They're like split in the center when you lift.
Ah, there you are. Need help digging yourself
Fingers
out?
bending as you're getting off the ground.
Come out then. So, there's probably no chance to have a chat with the owners of this car. What a shame they're so silent. Though, had I had a car like this, I wouldn't want to give it up either. In my book, driving beats walking in this heat any day. Which reminds me, you've got a good test drive opportunity. While you were playing in this sandbox, I found some antennas, and the communication center should have them. I think it's at that lighthouse, so you should head there. The lighthouse is so huge, we can't miss it.
Добрый день.
I have to stay and keep tabs on the area for a while, but once I'm done, I might join you there. See ya!
Yeah, later, dude.
Yeah, dude. Fucking bye. Yeah, it seems like you're going to be going on this track and then stopping in areas like this, which is fucking kind of cool. I hope they still maintain, like, the weird shit from the last games, like the ghosts and stuff.
Right.
That's always really neat. There's a scene in the last game where you and this guy are out in the wasteland, essentially, and you get in a plane, and there's so much radiation there, you guys start fucking kind of hallucinating. But then you go back and see how that plane ever got there, and it's like flying in the sky when all the nukes hit. And fucking, they're like fucking like, oh my god, fucking like freaking out and shit as the nukes are going off, and then they lose their power. It's a really fucking cool scene.
I think you showed me it actually.
Probably. It's really fucking cool, and then you wake up. Damn, that was 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, you can fucking drive vehicles. That's fucking dope. Nice driving, asshole.
Nice steering wheel.
All right, impressions.
I mean, it's a beautiful looking game. The animations are super smooth.
Super smooth.
I can't really comment too much on the gunplay because the guy just wasted all his ammo really fast.
It looks like it's good. It looks like he's bad.
I mean,
Because he was
probably.
like shooting them in their stomach a lot. Like he wasn't even going for the chest. I get like not everybody's gonna be getting those headshots constantly. If he's playing mouse and keyboard though, he fucking blows. But because that shit's easy. But you know, if you're using a controller, that would look really good on a console if that was with a controller. You know, don't shoot him in the fucking nuts the whole time. Like every shot, he's just like staring at him as they walk at him, and he's like,
And zooming in on the dick. Yeah.
and just shoot him in the stomach, and then they'd hit him, and then he'd hit him back, and then hit him, and they'd hit him back. I'm like, was this guy fucking high?
Maybe.
You're like, oh, dude, I don't give a shit. What game is this?
I was initially worried, like, anytime I see like a lengthy gameplay, because I never know like how much they're gonna show. Unfortunately, they literally didn't show.
That was pretty minimal.
Anything.
We saw gameplay. We saw how the game plays, how it looks. That's pretty much it. We also saw you get to drive.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much the only reveal I really want. I don't want to know too much about this. We didn't see storyline really. We didn't see like really a really like diverse looking area. It's more of a field. We saw the enemies and stuff like that. For me, this pretty much just kind of like solidifies my interest in the game and, you know, gets me more hyped because I know the game looks really good. Looks like it plays really good and it has new stuff to look forward to.
For sure.
So I'm hoping those enemies are either a beginning area on easy mode, which they probably put them on easy for this dumbass fucking playing this game, and or you know maybe they ramp up later or something. Maybe during the day they're a little more sluggish. I know there's animals that come out at night and shit in Metro, so it'd be kind of interesting. But outside of that, everything about this looks amazing, and I can't wait to play it. I'll probably be picking this up on PC because I want that fucking that's a game I want to see at max.
Right.
You know, every once in a while I get a game and I'm like, it's out on PC and people are like, oh, I like it on PC. Yeah, I'd probably like it on PC too. But I also have a pretty big collection on PS4. I like to play stuff on PS4 if I don't care about, you know, really the way it looks too much. You know, it doesn't matter. But sometimes you get a game that's just like, you know, really pushes the limits of games and stuff like that and the way it looks. And this looks like a game that's really going to just show off on PC.
For sure. Well, and certain things are just more at home on PC as well. Obviously, shooters work fine on both, but like, you know, if I play an RTS, I know they do work on console, but I want a mouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
I mean, I played like Halo Wars 1 and 2, and they play fine, but they play like a really simple RTS, and you kind of have to have that on a controller. Whereas, you know, you're not going to get the same like depth on there because on PC you're able to do more things in seconds than a controller. So, and I agree. And of course, first-person shooters play better on PC, but they are pretty well played still on controller. Surprisingly, you can get some people who are really fucking good with controller. So
for sure,
it translates really well. But yeah, just like fighting games. Obviously, you can use a controller on PC, but I always just get them for console because I'm just more at home of being like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking play with people on the same screen anyway. I'm not gonna get everybody to crowd around my PC and fucking, you know, play a fighting game. So, but yeah, really excited for this. I can't wait for this. Did it say a release? I don't think it did. Because it's just gameplay.
Think so.
But because I can't remember that off the top of my head. But see, even they're like, will Metro Exodus finally take Metro mainstream? I think the one thing the Metro needs to do, and I don't care if they do it or not, but I think they need to have some kind of multiplayer component. Because for first-person shooters, most people, and I'm not saying single-player games are dead. I obviously don't believe that.
Wolfenstein did fine.
Yeah. But most first-person shooters do not.
Yeah.
So it's just knocking it out. And these guys are doing the same fucking shit that it is. They're just not as big of a company. They don't have the same kind of advertising, which sucks. But I mean, like, I played Last Light and it was fucking amazing. Like, amazing. Like, I loved Wolfenstein 2. Metro Last Light is just as good. And Wolfenstein 2 is fucking fantastic. Wolfenstein 2 is a little more ambitious because they had the budget.
Right.
But Last Light had some amazing shit happen in it. Like, I was constantly wowed by that game. Like, I haven't been wowed by a first-person shooter in a long time. So,
and I think that also kind of just is a testament to the imagination you can get when you don't have I paid for it, make the game this way, in charge. So
Yeah.
obviously it's got a little bit of a different situation, but like most companies, like you get these really cool things and then they get run into the dirt because the people paying the bills just want you to keep making money off it, versus like these guys, they get to make the game they want. So
100%. And I think people are going to start embracing that more because we're getting more and more fucked over by the companies we expect something from getting lazier and lazier because they've been able to make money with less and less effort.
Yeah.
Whereas the people who are really pushing it, like if you're upset with Bethesda, EA, all that stuff, like support this fucking game. Support like a bunch of games like this from real dedicated developers. Obviously, CD Projekt Red, I don't got to tell anybody on this fucking channel to support them, but like support those motherfuckers because we want to send that message. Like there's guys out there willing to do the fucking work and make really fucking good games. While, most AAA developers outside of, I would argue, Ubisoft, because they're still doing fine. They're not making anything that excels anything, but they're not also pulling EA, pulling Activision, pulling Blizzard, pulling fucking...
They are letting them make Beyond Good and Evil, though.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
So, people give Ubisoft shit because they played one game, they didn't like their experience with it, but Ubisoft still has a pretty good mentality of how to treat the community and their customers, and
they still experiment too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they still make random games. EA does not make shit, and now they're making lesser shit of the stuff we love from them. Activision doesn't make anything.
I actually have to argue that. I was thinking about that today at work, and this is turning Tastecast. I'm sorry, but Activision actually recently, even though they're making a lot of changes in house, think about all the projects they've taken on recently. They did 2 remasters, which isn't a big deal, but it is obviously them looking at interest in games, and they're the ones paying for was it Sekiro or whatever? Yeah, the new Soulsborne style game,
which is good.
That's Activision. It's weird.
That is weird.
So,
I actually didn't even think about that, but I mean I do defend Activision as much as I get fucking put up on that cross for that.
They're a fucking money making company.
100%.
Yeah.
I never will go like they care about you, but like they know how to make money and they know how to make things addictive. That's why them partnering with Blizzard was fucking a match made in hell. And then Bungie coming over with the fucking Destiny shit, like those guys make fucking drugs. But the remaster thing, I did think it was kind of weird for them to be doing. But also remasters are coming out lately from everybody, and they make money.
Yeah.
It's just easy money. So in my brain, I'm like, Activision's making that easy money. But they also put a lot of fucking love and care into Spyro. Like, I have to say it. I bought it, and I loved it. Yeah. It's a complete, like, remaster.
I'll say, it sounds like... Because you notice how they don't come out and talk as much either. Like EA is always...
No, they're the most business company that there is. EA is like the most business corporate fucking soulless fucking company there is. Activision's like that smarmy fucking we keep secrets from you need to know company that wants your money. They're both corporate fucking pieces of shit. But EA's like the fucking like, oh, if you could get those papers on my desk by 5 o'clock, that'd be great.
Yeah. Well, and like you said, and I'm gonna emphasize as well, not defending any Activision choices or anything like that either, but it is interesting to see them making the adjustments they're making right now. So
they have to, though. It's survival mode at this point. They have enough money to sit around on like Nintendo and all those companies, but they're not going to want to. They're a company that was so used to getting brands and running them to the ground. They've ran out of them now. Fuck. Anyway, let us know in the comments. What do you think about Metro Exodus gameplay? 10 minutes of it. What'd you think of it? Have you played the last Metros? What'd you think of those games? If you haven't, why haven't you played them? What do you think about Activision, EA, and Ubisoft and how they run things, even though that wasn't really planned to talk about, but we dived into it anyway. What companies are you looking forward to supporting? And let us know everything you're thinking about when it comes to Metro and companies in general. But that's going to do it for this episode of Taste Tuesday on Tasty Loop Gaming. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy this episode. Make sure to check out our other episodes. Check us out on Tumblr, Twitter, and Facebook at Tasty Loop Gaming. Check out my streams on Twitch at Tasty Senpai, all one word. Hit the notification button to know when I go live. You can watch my streams on this channel as well. I dual stream when I stream. And we got a Discord link down below. Talk to us anytime, all the time. And we're on iTunes, Spotify, and other podcast platforms if you'd prefer to listen to us. And my name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
And until next episode, hopefully we time it better so our water purifier does not activate at the very end, but we made it through most of the episode without it. So, that's worth something. Yeah. Until the next episode, have a great one, guys, and take it easy.